So guys, today we are back for another video, guys, and today we are going to be giving you a Napoli versus Parma prediction and preview for the match on Wednesday. I will not be watching the match because I will be in school. But it is what it is. So yeah, that's that. So let's talk about the games, shall we? Napoli, of course, coming off, starting the week off with a more so disappointing draw against Verona after winning 2-0 in a row. And by the way, again, we scored 2 goals in that game as well. Which 2 goals is 2 goals. So that's that. But in the Verona game, which I'm not gonna go into, but in the Verona game, I saw first half ugly against Inter, first half ugly. But in the second half of both games, we did what we did in both games, which is came back from 1 and 2 goals. But what I saw against Verona and what I saw from Inter are two different mentalities. One is not giving up when it's 1-0. And the other is not giving up after 2-0. And the one that I saw on Sunday, or yesterday should I say, is the one that I want to see in the next game. We need to play with that exact mentality. We need to do what we did yesterday. We need to do what we did yesterday, especially if it's away from home. Against a team like Inter, we need to do exactly that. But see, there's one problem. When we play the small games, there's only one problem, guys. There's only one problem that we have going up against smaller teams. Like a Parma, like a Verona, like a Genova, even a Como. I'm not saying Como is a small team, but you guys know what I'm talking about. And that is our defense, bro. Our defense has to improve. When we play the smaller games, we cannot let teams stay in the game. I've noticed this a lot. When I watch a small game, a game that Napoli should be winning on paper, that's when we struggle. But we need to stop with that. And I'm going to say this. Without Neres, without Lukaku, without Anguissa, without Lukaku, without KDB, we need to start. Because we have the quality players to do it. We need to start being more offensive against teams like Parma. We need to be more offensive. Because I saw against Inter, we had 30 shots on target and 2 of them were goals. 30 shots on target, 2 of them were goals. Verona, we had the most terrible first half I ever seen this season. But we didn't lose. But what I saw in the first half is what we cannot do. Is the perfect example of what we can't do against Parma. Teams like Parma, teams like Verona will punish you if you don't do things correctly. If you don't score the first and then second goal, if you don't finish off the teams, they will punish you. It doesn't matter what team you're playing against. It doesn't matter Because in this league, there is no easy team. There is no easy team in this league. Not one. Unless you win 3-0, then you can call it easy. But if Napoli don't win 3-0, 2-0, whatever, you can't call a game easy. So Napoli have to play with the mentality that we need to not concede against small teams. When we play the small teams, we cannot concede. We cannot concede when we play the small teams. Because if that doesn't happen, we can win against anybody. So now, let's do a prediction, guys. First, I'm going to give you the lineup that I think we're going to go out with, and then the prediction. And by the way, guys, there has been some news that Lukaku and Millet both got, I know with Millet, he got injured again, so he's going to be out for a couple more match days. I don't know when he's coming back. Either way, Milinkovic-Savic is going to play, and then Neres, he will be out until most likely the Copenhagen game, if not Juventus. So that's that. Lukaku also out for a while. So now I'll give you my predicted lineup and prediction. Predicted lineup. I'll go with Milinkovic-Savic in goal. 3 defenders, I'm going to go with Buongiorno, Rachmani, Bergkamp. Di Lorenzo, who I actually thought was not bad in the Inter Napoli game. Or definitely not bad against Verona for me. But Buongiorno, I'm going to talk about Buongiorno. He needs to calm down. He needs to watch Juan Jesus. If I was Buongiorno, if I was in the shoes of Alessandro Buongiorno, I would watch Juan Jesus. I would get, what are they called? Tips on how to defend against good strikers. Because whatever Juan Jesus has done or whatever, Buongiorno needs to do the same thing. I need to see Buongiorno get confident. Because if Buongiorno can get confident, Juan Jesus is confident, Rachmani can get confident too, our defense is the best in Europe. If Buongiorno and Rachmani can start to get confident, especially Buongiorno, we have the best defense in Europe. I don't want to hear it. Either way. Now, so Di Lorenzo, Lobotka, who, by the way, Lobotka, he had the worst game against Inter of his whole Napoli, well, not his whole Napoli career, but this season. Terrible. I need to see more from Lobo. Scott McTominay probably had the best game of the season, even better than the game he did against PSV. And then there's Spinazzola, who I thought, again, excellent. Maybe a little bit more, because he's playing somebody pacey on that wing. Against Parma, so maybe I see a little bit more from him. And then the 3 attackers will be Højlund, who I want to see more accuracy in front of the net from Højlund. I want to see if he can score one or a couple goals, should I say, against Parma. And then Politano, who I actually thought was not bad against Inter. I actually did. Was bad against Verona, but yeah. And then Elmas. So that's my lineup prediction. Now I have to give you a prediction. I'm gonna be honest here. I wanna say something. I wanna say something different. I want us to be confident. But I'm not gonna get overhyped, okay, guys? I'm not gonna get overhyped. I'm not doing that. So I'm gonna give you something simple. I'm gonna go with, and we're at home, by the way. We haven't lost at home this season. I'm gonna go with Napoli 2, Parma. I think it will be a comfortable game. I think Parma will be good, but then Napoli score the first goal, make it 1-0 at halftime, and then the second goal will come in the second half. So I'm gonna say Højlund scores 1, and I'm gonna say, Højlund. I'm gonna go with McTominay again. So Højlund and McTominay, 2-0 Napoli against Parma. Not easy game, but comfortable, I think, is going to happen. So guys, that is my prediction. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section down below. And yeah, guys, I'll see you guys on Wednesday. I'll do a Patriots recap tomorrow, because I want to do a video like every day, if not every other day. So that's why I'm doing that tomorrow. But see you guys in the next video. And Forza Napoli Sempre, as this season has just officially, it's coming now. The Napoli is playing every 3 days now. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be difficult, but Napoli can do it. Forza Napoli Sempre. See you guys in the next video. Let's go.